All right, so welcome to our call tonight for learning about our Complete Transformation program. I'm going to be looking around because I've got some beautiful faces in front of me here and also here. So with our Complete Transformation, it is kicking off on the 1st of May, and we've been really gearing up, getting everything on the behind the scenes up and running. We are some of your cheerleaders for change. My name's Candy. This is the lovely Suze. And we have a few more ladies and any gentlemen? I'm not sure. I think it's all women power at the moment, who will be supporting yourselves and any of your customers or team along this journey as well. So, you know, the first question before I start to explain what the Complete Transformation program is basically let's look at why. Why do we need these programs? You know, why are we so sick and tired? Why are we struggling with weight? Why are we struggling with anxiety and all of these health issues? You know, and we've got to look at that. So we are so bombarded with toxins, you know, from whether it's our food, whether it's from our water that we're drinking, to the products that we're putting on our skin. And our body is just overloaded. Our liver is overloaded. And what happens when our liver gets overloaded is when it goes in to process, it can't deal with it. So it'll send that toxicity back into the body, and we'll create more fat stores and more fat cells to absorb and keep that toxicity encapsulated and closed. So we just keep getting bigger and bigger because we're getting more toxic and more toxic and more toxic. The only way that we can really minimize this toxicity, obviously reducing the chemical load that we're putting through our skin and you know, the food that we're eating, whether it's been sprayed with herbicides and pesticides, reducing our stress, you know, really taking that time to breathe and reboot, and, you know, taking that time to rest and nurture and really look after ourselves and getting our hormones balanced. So, my personal story and why I'm so excited about this Complete Transformation, I've done it several times, and every time it's just getting better and better and better for me. You know, we're incorporating the product Juice Plus, which is just the absolute catalyst for health. So my first time I did the 8-week challenge, the reason I did it was I knew I needed to clean up my gut. I really wanted to have clearer skin and, you know, more energy, and just kind of, I was training a lot. I was training for Everest and some big treks that were coming up. So I really wanted to make sure my immune system was intact. So the first transformation I ever did, you know, it actually wasn't as tough as what I thought. You know, to be a vegetarian for a full week when you're a meat eater, it actually was really quite pleasant. We started playing around with different food and different recipes, and every week just got easier and easier and easier, and it really fit in beautifully with our family. We don't have kids, so obviously that's always a challenge for our family members who do the 8-week challenge. But what I found, you know, I found that my energy and my vitality was a lot better. So I just felt like I was functioning and running on, you know, 6 cylinders. My gut wasn't as bloated. It was, you know, I was more regular than I've ever been. I was sleeping a lot better, which then affected my anxiety. I'm quite an anxious person normally, and my anxiety really dropped. My palate was the biggest changer. I have never liked salad. I've never liked vegetables, hence why I take Juice Plus, because I get all these good nutrients from veggies really quick and easy without having to sit down and eat it. But this is 2 years ago, and I love vegetables. I love nothing more to sit down now 2 years later and be able to just fang down a whole plate of steamed veggies. I absolutely crave it. When I haven't had enough throughout my days, I crave it. So, you know, yes, did I see weight loss? I did. I lost centimeters. I lost about 5 kilos. I'm not a big woman, but it was around my gut that I really noticed it. And now that I understand, the reason why we store so much weight, or people are storing so much weight in their bellies, is because that's where our vital organs sit. And when you're toxic, your body's going to try and protect itself, and it's going to lay down what we call visceral fat. And that's really increasing your risk of diabetes, heart disease, strokes, autoimmune diseases. So for me, I was exercising, I was a healthy person, but I noticed a shift of body fat around that area as well in that 8 weeks. Every time I've done my program, I do it with my clients. I've seen so many different results in different people. Lots of weight loss, but also just the clear thinking, the mind, the brain fog lifts, the palate shifts. I had a lady who sat and said, I'm not ever eating fruit and veggies. I will definitely not eat vegetables. She's now a vegetarian. She loves it, but you know, she's been taking her Juice Plus and changing her way of eating. So I never know. I love these programs because I never know what people are going to get out of it. I have no idea. Glowing skin, so many outcomes from it. So I love looking at the before and after shots. Are just phenomenal. So I might just hand over to you to talk about the products that we're talking about with our complete transformation. Then we're going to go over what you get in your transformation. So again, this is not a diet. I really want to stress to you guys, it's not a diet. Okay, this is not a diet. I actually struggle when I do this to actually eat everything that's on the meal plan because diets don't work. Let's face it, you know, diets normally start on a Monday because you feel so freaking guilty over the weekend shenanigans. We start a diet on Monday. By Thursday, we're kind of already cracking. Friday, you go out with your girlfriends and, you know, have a good time, get whatever, and then wake up Saturday feeling guilty. Then you eat that away as well and go, oh, bugger it, I've stuffed it up. I'll just start on Monday. And that happens for 52 weeks, and you just always fail. So this program isn't about taking stuff away. You know, my clients who have done it, if they are coffee lovers, don't give up coffee. But if you have 5 a day, let's maybe drop it down to 2. You know, don't give up those things that you love. It's this 80-20 rule, okay? Because if you have to give up everything, or if you had to give up chocolate and you love chocolate, that's all you're going to think about, and you won't complete it and you won't be successful. You can't fail this, guys, and it's not perfect. You're going to have birthdays and things pop up that, yeah, go and have a champagne. Go and celebrate. Just get that 80% right in your week. 20% is yours. Have a cheat day. So it's not a diet. Please, I don't want you to think about it as a diet. It's all about 8 weeks of really strong focus on your health and raising where your health is right now. Let's lift it up because it is a lifestyle of consistent little changes.
Yeah,
so,
and that's so true, Candy. Like, it's not about just the 8 weeks either. So it's teaching you guys things that you'll use then to keep these changes, so you don't have that in and out that happens with a diet. It's a reset for your body. And as Candy said, through the 8 weeks for her, the first biggest one she noticed was the palate shift. So you start craving those fruits and vegetables and better foods, and you'll find that once you've cleaned out and reset, you know, the cheesecake that I used to eat a lot of just doesn't happen anymore, because if I eat too much of it, it actually makes me start to feel sick because my body's not used to it. So I still have my treats. We teach you guys how to do raw treats, so you're still getting those really nice if you love chocolate, but it's making a good raw chocolate, or, you know, a raw cheesecake or something like that, where you can still have your treats and not actually feel guilty about it. And that's what I love. It's like there's no guilt. There's options for everything. You know, it's good, better, best. What can we do better than the Sara Lee cheesecake on a Friday afternoon or something like that? So getting on to what we use to help catalyst this change. So as Candy said too, we're not about meal replacements, counting calories and restricting what you eat. You need to eat. Your body needs to eat. So we use these supplements within the eating guide and the program to help power along and really detox your system. Nowadays, we're just not getting out of the fruits and vegetables that we do eat the nutrients that our bodies need. You know, our soils are over depleted. I've heard from a lady, a naturopath she goes to, that actually tests fruit and vegetables, and he said he had a perfectly good organic clean orange, And when he tested it, there was absolutely no vitamin C in it. Yeah. So getting down, these are our superstars here. The 3 lots. So good at holding them up there. You've got your fruit and veg and berries. So there's over 30 nutrient fruits and veg in those guys that will flood your body. Now, they were picked specifically for the spectrum of nutrients that you're going to get out of them. The farming practices, they're 2nd and 3rd generations, or the company itself actually owns the farms, so they know what's been on the soil and they know the quality of what's been grown. They're not just going to mass-produced farms like Woolies and that do and getting the fruits and vegetables. You may get a shiny red apple from Woolies, but who knows what's been done to it in the process. So here you're getting quality control. It's tested for over 4 times throughout the whole process for over 400 contaminants. So pesticides, residues, molds, yeah, with them all. And the fruit and veg themselves, the seeds are actually heirloom seeds picked for their nutrient density, so they're not picked for their good looks. The broccoli, for instance, is a really dark green broccoli. So if you put that on your plate to eat, it would actually be quite bitter because the nutrient contents are quite high in it. So that's just getting you guys to understand, you know, why we chose Juice Plus, you know, and what it does in your body, what we're missing nowadays, why that is giving it to you. So with that too, there's obviously a lot of different levels and packages we have considering on what you want to do with the program and also your budget. But if you add in these ones, the best thing about it is that your kids will get the chewies or the caps, whatever they choose, for free as well. So you can include your kids in this program. It's awesome that you know, they don't have to miss out, that you'll be getting them eating in their pallet shifts and drinking more water as well. So that's some of the results we've had from the Children's Health Study that's been running from 1999. So we also have the macronutrients. These guys are our micronutrients.
I forgot them.
This is the chocolate and this is the vanilla. And they're the shakes that we use. You can also use them in the raw treats. So they're in a ratio of 30% protein, 60% complex carbs, and then 10% plant fats and oils as well. So you're getting what your body needs in that ratio. You can build. There they are.
Oh, yeah,
You're using that for your macronutrition. So the caps are the oil for your car as such, whereas your macronutrition in the shakes is the fuel. So it's going to get you going. Your body needs that fuel for everyday energy. And as I said, there's over 20 whole foods in there, like yucca powder, broccoli sprouts, alfalfa sprouts, so many that I don't know them all off the top of my head. But yeah, my children have that for breakfast in the mornings as well. So I love the fact that they're getting all those things that they wouldn't normally eat in their diet every day. So yeah, when you're flooding your body with that much, you're going to have a change. I liken it to you put in the good to flood out the bad. So it's, for me, before we had this program, just starting on the caps and the shakes and doing nothing else, I still had that catalyst of palate shift and change happen over time where, you know, I started to look at the foods I used to eat and they just didn't appeal to me. The thought of it actually made me feel quite ill. My husband, for instance, too, Mr. Meat and Potatoes, I used to call him, and his idea was that you go through drive-through because you know what you're getting, you know the taste, you know the cost, and it's quick and you don't have to get out of your car. And probably about 4 to 5 months in on the products, and once again, him changing nothing else, he didn't even have the shakes at this time. He rang me from work when he was working on weekend where he normally gets his drive-through, and he said, have you got something at home like for a wrap or something for lunch? And I was like, aren't you gonna do your drive-through? And he was, no, I love the taste still, but I just hate the way it makes me feel. And that was like I nearly fell off my chair moment. That coming from his mouth was huge. It was just massive. So,
and that is the perfect example right there about why not only does JP work, but the complete transformation, because it is this reset. And, you know, it's learning to listen to your body, because what's happened these days is we're overloaded. Everything's got sugar hidden in it, salt hidden in it, all these things that are hidden in our foods. So our bodies are so overloaded that we actually can't hear the true signals of how something makes us feel. So with the complete transformation, it's over 8 weeks. Week 1 is you become basically a vegan for a whole week. So you take out meat. You can reduce or take out. If you can take out everything for the first week, it's brilliant, because it allows your digestive system the time, and same with your liver, the time to go clean up without having that consistent energy having to digest food.
And you don't have to stress about how you're going to do that. We've got the recipes.
Oh, yes, we do.
We've got everything there for you.
Yeah.
So
it's you're reducing that. You're taking out dairy, you're taking out gluten, those things that our bodies actually don't really like, or can't, or it really struggles to try and process. So what you'll find is when, week 2, you bring in meat again, you'll notice, how does my belly feel when I eat that? You start to go, that's my digestive system, or I'm bloating, or I'm actually a bit constipated this week compared to last week when I wasn't. So we're really bringing those signals back. The joys, as Sue said, you have a meal plan. You actually don't need to think. It's a nearly 100-page document which has the guide, how each week, how it rolls out. You've got recipes galore, from smoothies, snacks, breakfast, lunch, dinner. That's just in your guide. You also have the online Facebook group, which we're so super excited. We've just been working our little bums off. Your cheerleaders for change, and you'll get to see these people pop up. They're experts within their field. It's either a yogi or a doula, fitness professional, personal trainer, a masseuse, a life coach, a mindset coach, wellness coach. All of these people are going to be working with you via, sending out videos and posts looking at mindset. Because let's be honest, how many of us are emotional eaters? We all eat because we're emotional, or we're eating to hide something or celebrate something. So we need to understand our habits. Why are we making these choices? Why are we self-sabotaging our goals all the time? So Beck McCallum, she's one of our mindset coaches. So she'll be kind of looking at those things, our limiting beliefs. We've got Tasty Tuesdays, which is, looking at sharing all these other recipes and ideas. Thirsty Thursdays for smoothies, Workout Wednesdays, so exercise ideas, not just at the gym, but at home. If you're on, you can just program all over the world, even when you're traveling. You don't need much room. So there's so many resources just in our Facebook group. Already loaded up, and then every day there'll be a check-in with us. Weekly call, a weekly Zoom like we're doing right now. All of our customers, a team, are going to be on there. It's going to be a half-an-hour little catch-up on a Friday afternoon. And yes, I have specifically chosen that, because what do we do on a Friday afternoon? Woo! It's Friday. Let's drink and party. So that's okay. But I'm just going to kind of set the tone for you. So you might be like, oh, I might just maybe only have 1 or 2 wines. But we also sit and we plan. I know, right? We plan. Let's look at the week ahead. Get your meal plans out. Let's write down what our our meal guide said we can have meat again. What recipes can we get inspiration from? Let's write it up, because most of us shop on a Saturday or a Sunday, pretty much. So let's plan, because the whole thing, if you fail to plan, you're planning to fail. Not just in eating, but getting to your goals. You can't fail this program. You actually can't fail it. But if you have specific goals and you don't plan and be prepared, you're going to reach for those kind of cheeky, not so healthy options. Because let's be honest, we all do, right? That's why I love those complete. They're brilliant. So that's what the Fridays, we share our wins, we share our epic fails, whether it's like, oh my God, I'm detoxing, because some people do go through a detox. That's what we're here for. You're not alone. It's not, here's your product, here's your plan, bugger off. It's call out, you're on the, you're on Facebook messaging us so we can have that interaction. But we also want you guys, to all share your recipes. share what you've found, because we're not just the only people going through it or doing it or have knowledge. We're inspired by you guys, you know. So we're doing a daily gratitude. If you've never heard of the magic, it's a daily gratitude practice, because realistically we need to look at what we're grateful in life, because sometimes we can really kind of focus on the physical of, oh, when I'm 60 kilos, my life will be amazing, or when I can wear my mini skirt, I'm going to feel great about myself, or when I am a size 6, I'm going to finally love myself. That's never happening, guys. Let's be honest. When I is right now. When I is right now, it's the choices that you make now. It's the mindset that you have right now. So let's be grateful for what we have. We have a functioning, able body. Let's actually look after it, because most of us don't know how good we should feel or we can feel. And that's what this transformation program really allows you to, you know, see. What else? Workshops galore. Love our workshops. So you can zoom into the workshops or be here online. We have brekkie in a jar, salad in a jar, raw eat clean, clean eats, raw treats, clean eats. You know, we'll have educational webinars once a week on specific areas as well that you'll have access to. Virtual shopping trolley tours, so looking at what your shops look like, the market. So all of those things are going to be loaded up as we go through as well, because it is holistic. It isn't just about what we're eating, what we're drinking. It's also how we nurture ourselves. How do we look after ourselves? Are we getting enough sleep? Are we doing enough self-care? Are we doing those nice, you know, exfoliation scrubs and baths and, you know, just loving on ourselves? So
yeah, and that's what I think, like the workshops too, because a lot of people, you know, with making the changes, sometimes, I know for me it took me about 6 months to make raw balls, because I just hadn't sort of used those ingredients before, and when I finally made them, I was like, this is so easy. But it's you know, with the workshops, I think it's so empowering then to make some things that you haven't normally made before and see that, and then you've got those things in your freezer or in your fridge, or, you know, your salad in a jars. If you haven't done them before, you can have a week's worth of salads there if you're busy like me with the kids on a normal school week. I'll take care of everyone else's lunches. My husband even gets his lunch made. He'll be getting salads in a jar now, but I leave myself out. And it comes to my lunchtime and there's nothing there, so I'll just make a peanut butter sandwich or something like that. So, you know, having those tools of being prepped and ready is just so empowering when you're busy. It's really, really helps.
It is, and it's, you know what, you're not here by yourself. I'm so amazed that every time we do one of these, how all the people that are involved become friends. Because it's, you know, I don't know about you guys there or yourselves, I got sick and tired of being the crazy person that people would invite to a party, who would bring their healthy treats and no one wanted to eat them.
No, you're still just
I'm just a crazy person. Just not like the healthy raw person's gone. I am the raw person, but they just know it. But, you know, like, it's surrounding yourself with like-minded people who inspire you to live a healthier life. How many people in your life, when you've tried to make a change, want to put you down, want to sabotage you, want to pull you back because they don't want to change themselves? So this is what I love about our community, is that we all get to do it together. We all are backing each other. We're having loads of fun. Like, we really do, you know. I'm sure you get sick of hearing our voices along the way, but it is fun, and it's like, this is a lifestyle, you know. This is for your life. This is for your health forever. And we need to do it now. Why wait? It's I don't know where I read it. We take for granted every day something that somebody else is praying for.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that amazing? We take for granted something every day that someone else is praying they wish they had.
Yeah, that's so true.
That's amazing. You know, so let's embrace our health. Let's make it even better. You do not know how good you can feel. You really do not know how good you can feel. So what I'm going to do, so obviously, if you're on this call, if you want to know even more information or the packages that are available, there are so many different ones. Don't let price get in the way. You know, what price can you put on your health? What price can you really put on your health? There's so many, you know, from $1.30 a day, you can do this program. So it's phenomenal. Your kids can do this program for free.
Yeah, and you'll find it works in with your food budget too, because you end up buying less. So for me, long term, it's actually saved me money.
Yeah. So yeah, go back to the person who's told you about this or who shared it with you. I'm more than happy to do a call with any of your people to explain things further in detail. But it's just a no-brainer, you know, and it isn't like, it's not this quick fix. Our bodies, you know, Juice Plus or the Complete Transformation isn't going to heal anything, you know, but you feed your body the right tools and the right nutrients, your body does the work. Your body heals itself. So it's never too late. You're never too old, too young, too healthy, too whatever to do this program. So I'm going to come off record.